Downunder Dynamics Experience Series, DD 10, Episode 2.
Got to sit around here and then imagine what for the carvers to do. I'm going to key, we're going to come in, we're going to fly, we're going to reference it.
First for them to go through.
Did you not want to carve through here?
They will be, but that's the way they're going.
We have to.
We're head up.
Yeah, okay, but yeah, as soon as this goes into two bits, as close as you are to that entry, you're going to just take that first entry?
Oh yeah, so whichever side it is.
Like if we separate and you're where Cam is right now, for example, it's probably be better to come straight through the centre as opposed to go all the way around. Now we're going to stay head down and he's going to go through. Once he's through, we're going to fly. So you go through. I see DC going through.
Track that way. Yeah, I play the game. Bus driver in a bad mood and you missed your ride. Better learn to drive, better do it all soon. Cause I'm done with school and I'm done with the rules. Call me dumb, but I know how to use the tools. Abusing fools, mumbling like who are you? Go back to school and the difference between the ones and the twos. And how to use those words just like mine. Syllable lines with the rhyme so fine. Trying to earn a dime so we'll walk the line. Can I be the one who becomes divine? I'll show you how to fight, blow left and right, pop, bang, be the Mr. Cinderella man. Yeah, so can I change my ways and can I make mistakes? Will I play the game or will I find my way? Yo, can I change my ways and can I make mistakes? Will I play the game or will I find my way? Can I change my ways and can I make mistakes? Will I play the game or will I find my way? Yo, can I change my ways and can I make mistakes? Will I play the game or will I find my way? Poor not broke, just woke up. So I smoke up for a little bit of pure luck in my life. Ain't got insurance, so endurance is a real must. Making money like the homeless. Minimum wage is just a jerk off. Better get paid as we could jump off. Till you turn, there's people waiting, can I get heard? There's people slaving in this world, why will I not change? I cannot stand by and watch pain. I gotta take my
So what have you been working on today? Today we've been doing a little bit of a mix-up, man. We've been putting our slot-specific angles into a bit of a carve, and then basically we're rotating them to head up and head down movement, and then pushing them through the vert and then moving back the other way.
And the head up flyers, DC, you got a little bit behind. Yeah. Did you transition? Yeah, just there.
Yeah, so I think I'm like watching you go and then going.
Yeah.
And it looks like you're like really pushing through the belly heats, whereas I'm like flicking.
Yeah.
Getting lift on it.
To wait till the leader's like pretty much transitioned, and then I'm probably doing the transition different every time.
Yeah.
Like all I see is blue. Yeah. I just start tracking and then do something. So probably sometimes I might be like this when I get the head up. Sometimes I might be like this. Trying to obviously be consistent as I can, but yeah, I like to just fly past and then boom. And like if you go like an extra couple meters, it's a good little buffer, and I'm coming that way anyway. It's so much easier to make a little adjustment here to get to there than it is when you're on that line there. And it looks like you guys, a couple of you guys may be drifting a little bit high here at this point. Liam, you want to be aiming down kind of here a little bit. It's weird looking at this angle upside down, but you guys are above me there, or am I just tripping out? You guys are high.
I'm trying to cook down.
Yeah. This point, guys, for us on the belly, head up. We're just going to go into like a little bit of a static, whatever, comfortable position. For you guys, lighter guys, it's probably more of a stand. Just go through the vertical and then push on our backs. Yep. For you guys on your backs, head down. Jeremy is I'm gonna fly off Jeremy. So I find it feels nice, like Shan and whoever has the slot next to Jeremy, as we go through the vertical, so you guys are on your backs. Rather than going all the way around onto your bellies, you can go onto your belly, Shan, or I like to kind of do a little carve and then stay on your back and keep chasing. So then you guys become like 2 back flyers and 3, 4 belly flyers. Up to you. I wouldn't make it slot specific. The only thing that is important is you guys don't want to end up, so we're moving away in the angle on your backs. When you go to your belly, you don't want to end up with Jeremy
When she comes and she goes, but she doesn't even know. Got my wifey on the side, you can keep that bag of blow. You can keep that long talk, you ain't got no time to blow. Just catch a man's grass, but I got no time to mow. Don't I know, yeah, memories in the bank. Make a few deposits here and there, write your check blank. Make a few calls here and there, wifey wanna spank. You whack on that track, what you know about that?
Like, I have done before, like I done 2,000 jumps before I went to the tunnel, and this is fucking 12 years ago or something, yeah? This shit did not exist then. It was heaps of jumps on angles and grips. This is before even turns and stuff like that. And I wasn't fucking bored. Like, no way. I could have kept jumping and just doing that all the time instead of dynamic. So it depends on, if you're bored, you're not pushing yourself in that orientation enough. Like, I can go out on a belly jump and still progress. I can go out on a back jump and still progress. Like, so there's, in every orientation and thing I'm doing, I can still find some way to progress. So if you're getting bored on it, it means you're probably not being creative enough and trying to push yourself in improving a shoulder position or a head position or even just awareness itself. There's something for it, getting out on the jump when you're the only person there over and over again. You're like, I'm sick of this. It's like, well, stop staring at the leader and have a look around and see who else is there and stay in your slot. And that way you start building that situational awareness of not this tunnel vision, but you start actually seeing everything. You start being able to pull on people's rigs and poke people in the air and stick your finger up the bum and all sorts of stuff, yeah? So awareness is key, I find, for everything. Notice in yourself and in others, when the awareness starts to go out and the lights start going out and that first timer face kicks in, that's when you've reached it happens with all of us. That's when you've reached, or they've reached, their max capacity.
So far so good. I'm really happy that we have some great weather today. And today we ended up doing jumps, even though the weather was a bit marginal, but yeah, really good week so far. I'm trying to relax today, just flying more relaxed and just be in my slot and yeah, just have some fun. I'm doing back angles at the moment. I've been working on that for quite a while and it's still a work in progress, unfortunately. Yeah, Mason is getting me to try to fly faster and steeper, and yeah, it's been going good, 2 jumps so far. I'm happy with it. I just told Mason I really want to go on big ways, 16 ways angles, and just be in my slot and just have a bunch of people around me and yeah, just be confident I can fly my slot.
Peel out just that slight more, I'd say, and then that way the guys on the back can still have the 45. And but if they're clear, I think it was you gave thumbs up to your pitch. Good communication.
I saw you.
Yeah, I went really hard 90, so I was like, oh well.
Yeah, so just as long as you're communicating with each other, that's fine. I think maybe you could even turn that a little bit more because he was kind of caught sandwiched in between a little bit as well.
If you're above and in the middle, when he does that, just slow down.
It can, but the hard part is if you start getting the habit of that and you start doing bigger groups and you pitch and there's one person back, you can go straight through them. Yeah, that's why it's good to have, the only time I say that's good to do is when the person on the back can see everywhere and you can give that person a thumbs up like you just gave each other.
That's where the legs, as I was saying before, the legs are the tricky ones to kind of control. So just because it's very normal to yeah, you want to really stay on that one. It's really normal to start trying to control with the arms rather than the legs. So by having them, rather than having them forward, which is going to make it buck a little bit because then the legs go in and out of the burble, bringing them back, having that head down, it's going to allow him to feel more comfortable to get in that slot. Whereas if he sees you waving, he's probably going to be a bit like, oh, I'm going to just sit over here a little second. Yeah, but the closer you guys come to me, if you can come and dock, then you're going to be the safest. Always the closer you are to the leader, the safer you are. The more you go out, the more everyone else starts stretching out, and then the more hesitant everyone starts getting. Oh, so that's what I'm looking for. So you guys probably want to get off a bit more. Like, see Javo's arms are nice and wide. So yours are fine. The reason you're going backwards is because you're probably getting off and arching too much, and that's sending you back. So although it's the wrong position, it's sending you back into the correct position. So wrong technique, correct position. You're kind of getting off and pinning it off the door, and that's why every time you kind of shoot forward that little bit. So feel free to get off and just like imagine you're going to fall back into this land and just falling back, and that way your arms are nice and wide. And what you're essentially trying to do is, because we're getting off the plane here, plane's going this way, you're getting off and now you're forward of the body. So as you get off, if you get off earlier and then you go wide, you're going to end up allowing the leader to start going forward of the group, and then once you're here, you can now accelerate forward that way. So it might just be wider in just going to the position that you're generally flying in, and then once you're off, then you can accelerate. I see this very, very common, people getting off the plane and they're quite straight, and then they shoot forward that little bit more into this position, but you do get back into position after we turn.
Good job, Timmy. Start to get them hands out a little bit more in front.
I did it once and I got
hop. Yeah. You're going to have to compensate it then with your legs. It's not just an arm.
Speed up with the legs? Or?
Well, yeah, if you're like this and you just go like that, it's going to be a huge difference. Yeah, so you've got to kind of like bend the legs a little bit, then like kind of get into this thing.
Looks like I'm trying to take a poo.
That's good. Shoot it up. So like there are different ways. So you know what I'm saying, to kind of like open the legs to slow down. So right now I cut Connor's body in half. His legs are going quite quick, but he's over braking on the arms, which is fine. Like what I'm saying is someone can be like this chasing it, someone can be like this with like this and still be in the same position. Ideally, if I had to like mold someone to be a great flyer, it would be like a 50-50 through the whole thing. So like slower, fast using both. So this kind of orientation still stays the same, so it's even, rather than over and under doing a body part. That makes sense.
So if I open my legs up wider, I can slow right down.
Yes, and that's what you're going to see kind of on the next one. Yeah. So it's not just the arms, you've got to do both. That's the fine tuning, but you're in slot, and that's the perfect time to play with it. Yeah.
Started out pretty cold, but we got 9 jumps the first day and it was real good. Doing some really sick jumps, getting real tight groups together. Today I've been working on doing some head-up jumps with about 6 of us, and then we've just started to meld it in with a head-down movement group. So head-up movement group mixed with a head-down movement group. And we just did a really good jump. I think it was a 15 weight, nice and tight. Looked really good. Excellent. The first one was a bit skatey, but this second one we were in real tight. The exits were nice, everyone was safe, break-off was good. It went really well. Other plans to keep working on it, getting it tighter, nail the exits, and then eventually we'll move on to having the groups fly around with each other. So yeah, pretty big goals for the group we have. End goals always to have fun and learn lots, and just keep having fun and doing more cool jumps.
So let's just fly a little bit cruisier on this one, get everyone in their slot, thinking about their levels. And then I'll try not to do any erratic turns and everything like I did on the last one. Okay, I'm going to give it a little point, and then I'm just going to do a gradual left turn, forward, then we're going to fly again. And then as we're flying on that last kind of trajectory, I'm going to start to speed it. It's a big word for this early in the morning, isn't it? And then we'll start speeding it up a little bit again, but maybe not quite so speed. See my fat gut right in the middle of the screen, that means he's in the right spot. Right there, right there.
I don't want to have that little moment where I felt to wind on my
That was good, dude, nice. That was sick. Cool, let's go down, we're on a 10-minute call, gear up, we'll walk through it again. And as it falls, then you just square up.
So I'll jump, okay. I'm kind of going over these two, yeah?
Yeah. We're going to make it a bit steep on that one. This one, last time was a bit flat, okay? So it'll be, okay, ready, steady. And as we go out, it's naturally going to turn like this. And that's when you want to square up, and then it's steep, and then we let it go.
So I kind of exit on my belly once it turns up.
It's naturally going to have that little turn. You're going to get out and you're kind of going to go whoa, on your back and then square up, punch it out into flight. Yeah. Everyone good? Yeah. Good to go.